Let's dive into the actual star ratings here.
Yes.
If I can get to that point. So the first match, of course, was here. Austin Theory versus John Cena.
John.
What do you think? I don't know if you have this shit in front of you. I'd rather have you guess and then we talk about it.
I skimmed through the ratings this morning, but I don't remember them. 3 stars.
2.25. 2.25, which I'll be honest with you, Steve here stars. I give this like a 1.5.
Yeah.
This was kind of dog shit, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. There's nothing to write home about. It was a pretty paint by number wrestling match.
It was. That's a good way to that's a good way to put it there. Paint by numbers.
So it's got some star power behind it with Cena in there. What do you say, 2.25?
2.25 is what he gave it. I'd give it 1.5.
I mean, like there wasn't any like obvious mistakes. It just wasn't terribly inspired. So 2 stars sounds fair.
Okay, all right.
I think anything below 2 stars, then it's like an actively bad match. There was nothing bad about it other than it just wasn't terribly interesting.
I believe one of my comments during the match, and this is why I give it 1.5. This comment I said, this feels like a match that exclusively should be told during picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
Like they were doing nothing but picture-in-picture stuff.
Yeah.
Uninspired, 1.5 stars. Second match, Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus Ricochet and Braun Strowman. Those guys need a name. And the Viking, because until they get a name, I'm not going to believe they're gonna stay
real
together.
tag team. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and they're a real tag team.
I know.
Versus the Viking Raiders. Can you take a guess? This is a fun match.
It was.
What did Dave Meltzer give this match?
3.5.
Ooh, so close. 3.75.
Oh, that's good. That's about right. It was a really fun bout.
Almost a 4-star match. I would have given this one what you just said, 3.5. It didn't mean it. The match didn't mean anything. Like the Street Profits the next night or 2 nights later on Raw, they just lost to the tag match.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. It didn't matter nothing. I remember one thing about this match. I remember 2 things about this match. Didn't Strowman do he had like a top rope splash. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. And then, of course, what's his face? Dawkins pouncing Braun.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun match. And yeah, I know there wasn't much. There was no what was the verbiage you used? It didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
It's an exhibition. It's a showcase.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So yeah, 3.5.
It wasn't supposed to matter. It was a showcase, which I take issue with in the first place. Let's see here. Next up, we have Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Larson, what do you think the Wrestling Observer gave this match?
3.5.
4.5.
Really?
Yeah, my man. He gave it 4.5. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any reason.
I just didn't think it was from a wrestling standpoint as interesting as Logan and Roman's match was.
Hey, listen to this. Listen to the attention to detail here.
Sure.
Paul, I'm going to try to do my Meltzer. Logan Paul arrived on a zip line. Rollins came out with Jasper Randall as a conductor as the audience sang his song. Randall has served as the choir conductor for major Hollywood films, including Creed 3, DC League of Super Pets, and The Tomorrow War. I don't know why that tickles me so much.
Dave did his research.
You think he likes to troll a little bit in the newsletter?
Oh yeah,
because that's funny.
Yeah.
Major Hollywood films, including Creed 3, League of Super Pets, and The Tomorrow War.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he gave it 4.5 stars. I'd have given this match 3.75, maybe 3.5 even, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 3.5 was what my gut was telling me. So,
4.5. He gave that almost a 5-star match.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Next up, Trish Stratus and Lita and Becky Lynch beat Bayley and Dakota Kai and Io Sky. What do you think the Wrestling Observer Meltzer gave this match?
3.75.
2.75.
Oh wow.
Which is probably what I would give this to. I feel like this did not sort of live up to the sum of its parts. I feel like Io Shirai should probably be doing bigger stuff than just sort of taking the L in this sort of match. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I would have given it probably, I don't know. Yeah, like a solid 3-star bout. I would have given this 3.
Yeah, I thought 3-star would have been fair.
Yeah, so we're basically there, 2 3/4. Moving on. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. This is what Meltzer said. They did a cool video entrance for Dominic. He came out of a police car driven to the ring with a video like he was just released from jail. He was wearing a Rey Mysterio mask and took it off. Ray did an Eddie Guerrero ring entrance in a car by Snoop Dogg to Guerrero's music at first. Au contraire, Dave Meltzer. Come on now. How do you not remember nothing but a G thing?
I thought Dave was paying attention to details here.
Right. He said this. The match had super heat. What star rating did Dave Meltzer give this match, Larson?
Give him 5 stars, Dave. No, 4.5.
4. He rated a match that he says had super heat. He gave only a half star more than Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Half star less, right?
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he gave that 4.5. Wow.
What?
4 stars. Yeah, 4 stars. That sounds right. 4 stars.
Yeah.
That's 4 stars. That's 4 stars. That was good stuff. That was a lot of fun. Stuff. The whipping on the butt with the thing. You probably might already, I think you already know this one. The Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, that one's 4 3/4. That should have been 5.
That should have been a 5. I'd say 5.25.
Yeah.
I think they even went, I give that extra quarter for Charlotte in the end, just smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about I love just seeing people be validated.
Yeah.
For, my God, what a good job you just did.
Again, if there was a story associated with the bout, it probably would have got the 5 stars. Another ball drop from WB Creative there.
That's a super good point. You're right. Yeah. The fact that it didn't get 5 stars, or the fact that it got like a quarter away from 5 stars and had 0 build, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is clearly a 5. I'd say 5.25.
Oh, yes.
Next up, Pat McAfee versus The Miz. What do you think Dave Meltzer gave?
Dud.
I think it's been a while since he's done a dud.
It's been a while since he's done 1.5.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you do with this, man. You give this a star and call it a day, a half star. It's not even a thing. It's like...
it's not even enough of a match to give it a good rating. What's the rating for it happened?
Yeah, I know, exactly. I think that's probably like a star, and then you throw George Kittle in there and he gets a half star, maybe? I don't know, like more, a little bit more?
Maybe.
I don't know. Next up, we had, of course, and you probably know this one already, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos.
Yeah, they had till 5.
5 stars from the Wrestling Observer. If this one is 5, that's also why I give Rhea Charlotte 5.25.
Yeah.
But I'd give this 5 stars. Absolutely, I'd give this 5 stars.
Yeah, it was solid stuff. I thought, I agree. Rhea and Charlotte, I thought was better, but
I thought this had the potential to go 6 stars.
Mm-hmm.
This could have been an all-time. This could have set a WWE record for stars. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they went there. But they did. I think these guys could get 5 stars in their sleep. I really do.
Oh yeah.
know?
There's enough
Do you
story-wise there.
Is Roman Reigns jealous that he didn't get the 5-star match and the Usos did?
Maybe. I feel like if Cody had won, they might have got 5 stars. Anyways, what's night 2? Because I did not look through the ratings for night 2 at all, I don't think.
Well, of course, night 2 started with Brock Lesnar versus Amos. And as you know from... Oh, by the way, I have not shown Twitch the thumbnail. Stop that. I'm really excited by this. This is a great thumbnail. In fact, I might post this segment up on Friendo Club Wrestling next week because this thumbnail alone
justifies it.
Look at that thumbnail. Oh my
I know.
God.
It was great. You use that.
So good.
My reaction shot.
It's like your reaction shot, but you're part of the Brock Amos moment as well.
Yeah.
Because they're all into it, and then you're into it. But Dave is just that cold, steely look.
Stoic.
3 stars. And that's what he gave.
Yeah.
Brock versus Amos. 3. This is the head scratcher of the weekend for me.
So what would you give it?
This is a solid 2 stars.
All right.
Solid 2 stars.
What was his rationale for giving it 3?
This is like one of the shortest descriptions of this match. He says, at first, Amos, this is how he starts a sentence. At first, Amos threw Lesnar around, blocking his takedowns and not moving for his shoulder blocks and blocking his suplexes.
Okay.
There's no introductory sentence there.
No.
He says, Amos got a near fall with a choke slam. The place went nuts when Lesnar hit the first German suplex. He did a second one, then collapsed trying to lift Amos for an F5, but he came back and hit an F5 for the pin. It was very careful, but it was simple, obvious, and it did work.
2.5 then.
You know what? I'm sold 2.5.
Two and a
I'm
half.
sold.
2.5. 2.5 in my mind. 2.5 to 3 is an average match. There's nothing wrong with it. It got the crowd involved.
Yeah.
2.5. I think it's fine.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I don't think these guys were ever going to get 6 stars.
No.
Next up, women's showcase tag match: Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler versus Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville, Natalya, and Shotzi.
3
What
stars.
do you think? Oh, okay. The Wrestling Observer, in fact, gave this 2.5.
Not that far off.
I'd probably give it 2 3/4.
Yeah.
The finish being so obvious and yet disappointing because they couldn't do anything
Exactly.
sort of killed it for me a little bit. But everybody did a good job in this match.
Yeah. I thought it was fun. It's fun.
I'd give this 2 3/4. Next up, already, this WrestleMania was a 2 5-star affair. Gunther versus Drew versus Sheamus got 5 stars.
Yeah, easy 5 stars.
Do you agree with that assessment?
Yeah.
I'd say 5 and no more. This is a solid 5-star match.
Yeah, it was a really good 5-star match.
Yeah,
Really, it was awesome.
That one. I would have given Gunther versus Sheamus from Clash like 5.5.
Yeah.
I thought that was a better match.
Yeah, I thought so too, but this was still really good.
Yeah.
I saw somewhere on Twitter that apparently someone counted up all the chops, 75 chops.
Wow.
It's amazing, huh? I think that's what it said.
It
It was really early this morning, and I was very tired, so I might have
Is
missed
it possible you dreamt it? You dreamed
entirely.
It. Okay.
Entirely.
All right. Next match: Bianca Belair versus Asuka. What do you think the Wrestling Observer gave this match?
3.5.
Close, 3 3/4.
Oh.
I thought it was a really good match. I would have given. You know what? I would have given this 4 stars.
Yeah.
I would have given this 4 stars. Like they gave
it's a
Ray
solid
versus
bout.
Dom 4 stars. Like the story should have been better in the build.
Yeah.
I would have given it 4.5 had we got the mist to the eyes and then the blind KOD. I'm
that'd be
shocked
something
they
else.
didn't go. I thought that'd have been great.
That would have been pretty cool.
But then maybe they think that would have been no selling the mist.
Maybe. They were protecting the mist then.
That could be, yeah. Yeah, or make Asuka look stupid.
I mean, the whole story of this match was Bianca was, in fact, ready for Asuka.
One of the very few. Yeah. Let's see here really quick. Next up, we had... Okay, I can't wait to read this. Miz came out. So Miz came... I'm just going to read the entire segment. Miz came out, announced another made-up attendance number, and complained that Snoop's actions yesterday ruined his day, and said how Snoop tried to embarrass him, and essentially he lost because it was a handicap match against both McAfee and Kittle. God, I love these sentences from Meltzer. Just clack, 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 clack. Snoop said, "My bad," and Miz acted like it was an apology. Snoop said it wasn't, and then Shane McMahon's music played. Match number 4, Shane McMahon and Snoop Dogg beat Miz in 2 minutes, 11 seconds. This was what it was. Obviously, the plan was for Shane to win quick, but he blew out his quad on a leapfrog. He tried to get up and collapsed. Normally in this situation, it would be horribly awkward and time would stand still. And at first, it was horribly awkward. The ref got the directions and Snoop decked Miz, and the crowd actually thought this is what was planned. Then the direction was the next punch was to knock him out, which Snoop calmly did. He then delivered among the worst people's elbows in history and got the pin. 1 star purely for how well they did the save.
No, you get at least 2.5 stars for how well they saved that segment.
You give 2 for just how cool under pressure Snoop was.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta give it 2.
Yep.
You gotta give it 2. The smile on Snoop's face
Oh, that
when
was
he
amazing.
dropped the people's elbow was outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Miz say he's not going to go doggy style anymore?
I did. I saw that. I saw that.
Oh, man. Missionary for life. All right. Next up, Edge versus Finn Balor in Hell in a Cell. What do you think the Wrestling Observer gave?
3 1/4.
3 3/4.
No,
He gave it almost 4 stars.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking at the details here.
So he gave that one a higher rating than Asuka and Bianca.
Did he give that one 3 3/4? He gave that 3 3/4.
Oh, same. Okay.
Same. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. This is the one. This is the disconnect match where you and I were on the same page, but seemingly everybody else isn't.
I know. I just wasn't feeling it.
I wasn't feeling this at all. They killed it at the Demon with the Burning Man shit. They really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the color coordinated weapons, it just took me out of it.
I like you really did focus on the color coordinated weapons.
Did not like it.
Yeah, kind of goofy, huh? Mm-hmm. And then, of course, our main event: Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. What do you think the wrestling?
4.5? I get 4.5.
It got 4.5.
Yeah, that sounds right. Got knocked half a star for Cody not winning.
Yeah, or a star.
Maybe
if that place would have blown up. They went another 5 minutes with that finish. If Cody kicked out of that spear. Yeah, it was a fine match. But sorry, Roman.
No 5 stars for you.
No 5 stars, Zeus. Come on, Dave.
Give me my stars, Dave.
Give my stars. Yeah.
Give me my stars, Dave.